A brand new season of RTN News starts right now. Thanks for tuning in to RTN News. I'm Summer Shiki.
And I'm Hassan Drame. Today we can give you the latest going on in the local and national scene. Let's get rolling, shall we?
The Trump Taj Mahal Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey has officially shut down its doors on Monday. The closure was announced in August, just 1 month after Local 54 union workers walked off the job due to a contract dispute over health benefits, pensions, and unpaid vacation time. Roughly 3,000 people lost their jobs on Monday due to the closure. The Taj Mahal is the 5th Atlantic City casino to shut down in recent years.
The 2016 Tri-State Tough Mudder Race took place in Raceway Park in Englishtown, New Jersey this past weekend, where many competitors were tested on this 10 to 12-mile course featuring more than 20 obstacles. Competitors went through a series of extreme courses, including the unique names such as the Funky Monkey 2.0, the Block This Monster, Bail Bonds, and the Quagmire. Tough Mudder organizes obstacle courses and marathons in nearly all over the places over the globe, and will look to be back in the tri-state area again in 2017.
Vineland police found 91 marijuana plants in a resident's backyard. The 63-year-old man was charged with operating a marijuana growing facility, possession of marijuana over 50 grams, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Authorities were able to get a search warrant after a citizen informed them about the operation. Some of the plants found there were grown higher than the 6-foot backyard fence. The man was released until his court date appearance.
New Jersey farmers and ranchers have the ongoing crisis of a large crop and financial loss due to extreme weather that happened over the past year. As a result, the United States Department of Agriculture declares 11 New Jersey counties as natural disaster areas. Also, other nearby counties in Pennsylvania, New York, and Delaware have also given this declaration. As a result, those farmers and ranchers are eligible to receive a low-interest emergency loan. Peter Fury, Executive Director of the New Jersey Farm Bureau, calls the loans as a good safety net for those impacted.
After the break, we'll have the latest in entertainment news. Don't go away.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly, and you can too. Share your heart, share your love. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
I see it!
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Oh my God.
Let's go to the fabulous Alexa with this latest on this week's entertainment.
University, the Rowan Lab Theater presented their first production last week in Bunce Hall Studio Theater. They performed Paul Zindel's award-winning play, The Effect of Gamma Rays on Man in the Moon Marigolds. The 3 female leads were performed by freshman Madison Roberts, senior Emily Marie Lewis, and senior Eileen Klein. The students-run organization will be holding 2 more productions spring semester of this year. Students with a Rowan ID have free admission to these events. On to some celeb gossip. Beyonce took the stage last Friday here in Jersey with husband Jay-Z at her side. Bey performed her last Formation World Tour concert at MetLife Stadium. This was the first time the couple got together since Beyonce released her Lemonade album, sparking cheating rumors on Jay. Well, Bey's beehive could take a breath. The rumors were certainly put to rest Friday as the couple performed live Drunken Love, accompanied by some PDA. The youngest of the Kardashian girls goes topless. 19-year-old Kylie Jenner did her first topless photo shoot for Complex Magazine's October-November issue, but she didn't have to be there alone. Boyfriend Tyga was on the scene to help comfort his girlfriend and to also escort all other men out of the studio area. When it came time to take the photos, Jenner felt most comfortable only having her man T and photographer in the room. In the next issue of Complex magazine, Kylie opens up about her relationship with T, as well as her decision to get lip injections. October kicks off the start to scary Halloween decorations, but also welcomes less frightening things, like drinking beer. The annual Philadelphia Blocktoberfest will take place this coming Friday, October 15th, on South Street. There will be live band performances and plenty of food for all. The food will be catered by some of South Street's finest restaurants, including High Street Kitchen, Mama's Meatballs, and Phoebe's Barbecue. Although there will be a large selection of craft beers, the festival will suit and welcomes all ages to attend. All beer proceeds will benefit area organization focusing on community development. Let's now hear from Mavish about Rowan's a cappella group on campus.
Rowan University's newest a cappella group, Rowan Vocals, are rehearsing for their video submission for the International Championship of Collegiate A Cappella. The group came together at the end of last year. They are different in that they are a male and female group. The group's music director, Danny Eierman, says the group thrives on having both high soprano alto voices and lower tenor bass voices.
At the end of last year, our choir director here at Rowan, Dr. Christopher Thomas, wanted to start an a cappella group to get outsiders to come in and really experience the music program if they weren't already in the music program. And so it is made up of 7 music majors and I believe 6 non-music majors. So it's pretty diverse group filled with all musical people. And we hope to get out there.
When asked if their experience is like Pitch Perfect,
It is like Pitch Perfect.
you can follow Rowan Vocals on Facebook and Instagram if you can't make it to a performance. I'm Mavish Khan, reporting from Wilson Hall for RTN News.
So what do you think, guys? We got our own Pitch Perfect set here on campus.
I know, and they're actually really good.
Yes, we do, and they're very popping. Let me tell you, they are popping. Those vocals, they are nice. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely something I couldn't do.
Yes. Good.
After the break, we'll head over and get some more RTN news.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving. The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Governor Chris Christie broke his 3-day silence on the explosive video of Donald Trump. In the 2005 clip, you hear Trump condoning sexual assault and bragging about seducing married women. Christie says that the comments are completely indefensible and unacceptable. Although the governor was disappointed with the video, it wasn't enough to stop him from voting or endorsing Trump. However, 2 other New Jersey Republican politicians withdrew their support and will not be voting for the next potential president.
U.S. Senators Patty Murray and Dianne Feinstein are again looking into the equal pay dispute dating back to March between the women's national team and the American soccer governing body. A letter was addressed to MLS Commissioner and Soccer United Marketing Chief Don Garber requesting details on how revenues from marketing deals affect the pay of both men's and women's national teams. In a complaint filed with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, the players claim they've been paid 25% less than the men's team. U.S. Soccer has denied those claims. Let's go over to Sarah. with a look at the latest on Rowan's lead problem.
Thanks, guys. Rowan University has been working closely with a private water testing firm to do comprehensive testing of the lead levels in the campus water. Since the beginning of September, lead has been found in Linden Hall, Bull Annex, the Carriage House, Oak Hall, and Laurel Hall, as well as some others. Students living in affected buildings have been given bottled water to use for drinking and cooking purposes. A more recent test has shown that the levels have gone down to a safe level, thankfully, and more filtered water bottle stations have been added, bringing the number of stations to 27 on campus. It is recommended that everyone still keep a close eye on what they are drinking and reports any unusual taste or color found. It is no surprise that the recreational use of drugs have been an issue on many college campuses. One of the most popular ones are ADHD aids, which are used by millions of young people to increase stamina and focus. Recently, they have been going by the name smart drugs, which include Adderall, Ritalin, Focalin, and Vyvanse, as well as many others. A recent study has estimated that 1/3 of all college students are misusing these stimulants, which can eventually lead to addiction, psychiatric breakdowns, and even suicide. So if you or someone you know are misusing these drugs, do not be afraid to reach out to someone for help, because you never know when it may be too late. Just this past Monday, the World Health Organization, or the WHO, stated that the number of Zika infections are continuing to rise in the Asia-Pacific region. Authorities are increasing surveillance and preparing for the worst in affected areas. This deadly virus spread by mosquitoes has already affected 70 countries worldwide, and now at least 19 in the Asia-Pacific region. Even though this virus has existed for decades in Asia, Margaret Chan, director of the WHO, notes that the first sign of its presence in some countries came from travelers whose Zika infections were only confirmed once they returned home. The Zika virus generally has mild effects. However, it is mostly dangerous for pregnant women, as it has been linked to severe birth defects. That being said, if you are planning to travel to any of the affected countries, make sure you take the proper precautions to keep yourself and the people around you safe. It has been a short month and a half since the first day of classes, and midterms are already just around the corner, which unfortunately come with a lot of stress and anxiety for many students. Here are a few tips and tricks to get you through your busy days on and off campus. One of my favorites is exercise. Rowan University has a great rec center, which is available free of charge to all students and faculty. Studies have shown that yoga is a great stress reliever for any person, and we are lucky enough to have it here. They offer yoga classes Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, as well as many more group fitness programs throughout the week to get your blood pumping and brain working. As college students, we cherish power naps, so do not underestimate what a quick snooze can do for you. Whether it is in your dorm room or on the couch in the library, taking 10 minutes for yourself to recuperate might be all you need.
I definitely want to go and try the yoga classes.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that it was free for all students to go to the rec center, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, some of the things I like to do to relieve stress, video games, exercise. I go to the gym often. Food is quite a good stress reliever too.
I agree,
love
definitely.
food.
It's a good comfort thing.
Coming up next, we go to the one and only Leon Purvis with the latest in the political news.
Both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are desperately trying to win November 8th. Let's see who Rowan University students are going to vote for come election time. Who are you going to vote for on November 8th?
Donald Trump.
Okay, and why Donald Trump?
Because he's going to make America great again, and he supports our law enforcement, and my entire family is police officers or dispatchers. So we need somebody who supports our military and law enforcement and people who put their lives on the line every day.
Come November 8th, I'll be voting for Hillary Clinton in the 2016 presidential election.
So why Hillary Clinton?
Believe it or not, like everyone else, I think they're doing it as a vote against Donald Trump, but I actually do believe that she's the best candidate for the job. She's had experience her entire life.
If Donald Trump is somebody who can be just outrageous on Twitter, but if he's proposing plans that allow me to live a better life on the basis of what I'm capable of, and that he's protecting our national security and as citizens, that we have an opportunity to be protected by the nation that governs us, then that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make in the temperament that he has.
I don't think I'm going to vote for anyone for this election.
Okay, and why are you not going to vote for anyone?
Because of Trump and Hillary. Both of them have negative attributions.
It just disappoints me that out of how many million people in our country, we got it narrowed down to them two as our primary options. I can't help but feel that we shouldn't have to settle. This is our country. This is our presidential election.
The fact of the matter is we live in New Jersey, which is a blue state. The fact of the matter is, New Jersey's 9 electoral votes are probably going to go to Hillary Clinton.
Despite Trump calling himself a Republican and being on the Republican ticket, I almost feel safer with Clinton because I know she is just going to be a worse, if considerably worse, version of Obama.
And there you have it. Rowan University students spoke out in regards to who they're going to vote for come this election. I'm Leon Purvis for Rowan, RTN News.
Coming up next, we will wrap the show up with the latest in sports and national news, so don't go away.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know. Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Welcome back to RTN News. Two brothers from Grand Rapids, Michigan, who are paralyzed, got an $80,000 donation from an anonymous source, and with that donation, the two bought a wheelchair-accessible minivan. The two young men, Adam and Matt Shaffey, both suffered from swimming and motorcycle accidents, respectively. Prior to the Adams incident, he would be Matt's caretaker. Despite the tragic injuries, the two were considered to have positive attitudes, which resulted in strangers being touched by the story and giving the generous donation. When receiving the 2016 Toyota Sienna SE, Adam is quoted saying, "We're really thankful," and that they really killed it on this one.
Samsung said on Tuesday that it will no longer be making Galaxy Note 7 phones. This just came after there were over 100 cases of the phone's battery catching on fire. The South Korean company halted sales after the replacement phones were doing the same thing. Authorities are still investigating why the phones with a newer and safer battery were still posing as a safety threat. Samsung is now recalling all Note 7s sold in mainland China, totaling around 200,000.
Jerry Springer, the host of The Jerry Springer Show, called the GOP presidential and vice presidential candidates Donald Trump and Mike Pence to come on his show in a tweet in order to talk things out. The tweet followed during the Sunday night debate where Trump stated the two have not spoken and that he disagreed on Mike Pence when it came to how the administration would handle a key issue discussed. The famous TV show host has not shied away from how he feels towards the election process and its candidates. He also sent out a tweet back on September the 26th saying that Hillary Clinton belongs in the White House, Donald Trump belongs on my show.
The death toll from Hurricane Matthew rises to 24 in the U.S. More flooding is expected Tuesday in North Carolina, where hundreds are already in shelters. A few thousand had to be rescued by boat. Authorities have recently declared disasters in 31 of North Carolina's 100 counties, allowing federal aid to be used in the recovery efforts. The U.S. deaths came after Matthew devastated parts of the Caribbean. According to the Haitian ambassador, there are more than 300 people killed in Haiti. Now we'll head over to Stephen with an update on Rowan sports.
Thanks, Summer. The Rowan University football team defeated Salisbury University 34-30 this past Saturday, making it their second consecutive win against a ranked opponent. The Profs were down 20-13 at half and answered the call on the first play of the second half when quarterback Dante Pickney connected with Zach France for a 75-yard touchdown. The Profs later took the lead off a second Zach France touchdown and looked to their defense to hold off the only undefeated team left in the NJAC. Rowan will travel to Southern Virginia University on Saturday at 1 p.m., looking to keep their win streak going. After the win, quarterback Dante Pickney was named New Jersey Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Pickney completed 17 of 22 passes for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win, and also rushed for 17 yards in a game that featured 3 ties and 3 lead changes. Pickney currently ranks second in the NJAC in passing yards. Over in men's soccer, number 3 ranked Rowan University came back to defeat division rivals Montclair State 4-3 with the help of a hat trick off the foot of forward Travis Ward. The Profs were down 2-0 to the Redhawks when Ward and midfielder Jake Connors tied the game going into half. After a back-and-forth game, Ward then put 2 goals away within the final 20 minutes of the match to secure the victory. Ward would later be named NJAC Offensive Player of the Week. The undefeated Profs will host Rutgers Camden this Wednesday at home. And now we go to Eric to find out more about the Rowan homecoming football game.
It was a stormy day in the city of Glassboro, New Jersey. The Rowan Prof football team managed to win their 2016 homecoming football game against Salisbury University by a score of 34-30. Though the team was only limited to 10 points in the first half, big plays in the second half from wide receiver Zach France and quarterback Dante Pickney picked the Rowan offense above the Salisbury treacherous defense. The Rowan Profs now move to 4-1 on the season and are currently 3-1 within their division conference. It was also announced earlier this week that the team moves into the top 25 in NCAA's Division III rankings. Wide receiver Zach France and Coach Jay Accorsi had this to say.
Bittersweet taste in our mouth from last year. We were coming undefeated. They beat us a close one by 3, and they came undefeated on our homecoming, and we knew where our focus had to be, and we came
up on 4th down here. Obviously, the turnover in the end zone was probably huge. I just think the defensive players and coaches kept their cool at the end of the game and were able to slow them down and stop them so we could win.
It was also announced that quarterback Dante Pickney was named Player of the Week after this weekend's game. Rowan now travels to Southern Virginia University for this weekend's Division III matchup.
So yeah, guys, I mean, the Rowan football team's looking pretty legit. You know, they stumbled on one game, but they're going to compete for the conference championship next week. It's
yeah. I saw that pass during the game. It was right there in the position. Great pass.
And then the soccer team ranked 3. It's impressive. You know, we have some Rowan teams that are
doing
playing
really
real
good.
Well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our Rowan teams are popping. I'll tell you that much.
Thanks for tuning in to RTN News. I'm Summer Shiki.
And I'm Hassan Drame. Until next time, stay golden.